Hey guys, Cody with CJC Off-Road. Today we have a very unique build for you guys. The Tradesman Ram that we sent to Hawaii was a very popular build on this channel, and now we're going to show you the Ford variation. Now this customer had a fixed amount of money, so they wanted to build but what would both be an excellent work truck as well as an excellent fun truck, and this is going to be the perfect blend of both. The customer started off with a regular cab F250 gas engine, but wanted to do a lot of off-roading while still hauling heavy with the truck, and this is going to be the perfect package for that. Diving right on into the suspension, this customer opted for the Carli 2.5 Pintop system with all the options. It's going to have the opposing steering stabilizers, the torsion sway bar, fabricated radius arms, as well as the full springs in the rear. What that's going to allow this truck to do is to be an absolute animal off the highway and on the highway. The customer is going to yield both an improved on-road and off-road ride, while still getting a little bit higher stance to Carli's 37 1250 tires. You'll also notice in the rear end of the truck, the customer opted for our specific Firestone airbag package for the Carli leaf springs. What that's going to do is bring him back to the factory payload capacity that he lost when he opted for the Carli leaf springs, and that's really going to allow the customer to have a lot of fun off-road when these airbags are down to the 5 psi, which is the manufacturer recommended minimum pressure. And then when the customer's working, hauling a dump trailer, things like that, he can increase the pressure in these bags and get that full hauling capacity, in which case he really does get the best of both worlds. Now moving on to wheels and tires, the customer opted for the new Toyo RT Trail in a 37 by 1250, and that's going to be wrapped around a 17-inch Method 704 wheel. The bead grip option is a really cool option. It essentially simulates a B-lock with some ribs on the outer ring of the wheel. That's going to allow you to drop to extremely low pressures without worrying about tossing the tire off of a bead or getting a pinch flat and things like that, so it is a very cool option. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning of this video, this customer did have a set amount of funds, and they wanted to check essentially two boxes with this build, both being good for work and good for fun, and that's what this system is. Again, with the fully optioned Pintop 2.5 system, you really do get an extreme level of off-road performance. Now realize that system is also not going to be in everyone's budget, so there's a ton of variations between stock and this system. So if this doesn't quite fit your budget, feel free to call or email us and we'll find a system that does do that perfect match. The beauty of these Carli suspension systems is that if you think that you might upgrade later down the line, it's as simple as a shock swap to get yourself into a higher end system. So it's something that allows you kind of piece together a system or do it in phases as it suits your budget and lifestyle. Now what I think is so cool about this build is it takes what looks like just a standard fleet truck and turns it into a build that can both smash off-road, tow a trailer, haul materials, and everything in between. So it really is a Swiss Army knife for this customer. Bringing that gas-powered engine, bringing that lighter cab, this customer's gonna be able to have a ton of fun off-road and probably keep up with his buddies in side-by-sides and things like that. And then on a Monday morning, he'll be able to haul a full load of lumber without sag or without anything weird. With the King 2.5 shocks, you get a ton of highway handling. So again, this customer could have a ton of pressure in the bags, have an extreme load on the truck, and those King 2.5s that are custom tuned for it are going to give it the best handling possible on that rig. So it really is a cool system that it captures both ends of the scale and yet fits a pretty optimal budget. I know some guys are complaining that a Super Duty and a Carli system are not budget friendly, but let's be realistic, everything is pretty expensive these days, and for this amount of money, this customer spent all of it extremely well. So again, I truly think this is an extremely cool function over form build. No massaging seats, no projector headlights, just a ton of fun off-road and extremely useful truck while at work. If you do like this video or you do have more questions about a build that will fit your budget, feel free to comment down below, send us an email, give us a call, we're happy to help. Now, if you're shop watching this video and your customer gave it to you, feel free to give us a call. We're happy to set you up with a dealer account, get some quality parts in your hands and get quality parts to your customers. We also have the best tech support in the business and we're happy to help you out whenever. Feel free to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and we'll see you guys on the next one.